Well, good morning, Baconites. It is Tuesday, July 7th, 2020, and this is episode number 30. Holy goodness gracious, of Bacon in Your Mailbox.
30.
Isn't it crazy? I'm Greg Milby, community storyteller, and that there is my friend Jana Clark, community admirer. And
how are you?
I'm good, and bear with me again today because I'm messing things up technology-wise. I'm actually in the office today with kind of a remote setup.
Okay.
Just because, I got to be able to move around a little bit now. So Bacon in Your Mailbox can go wherever we want it to go.
Well, listen, all you got to do is bring the phone with you. We don't really care where you are.
Good, because actually next Tuesday, potentially Bacon in Your Mailbox will be on the road in Tennessee.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fancy.
So we may do that.
Regional.
I mean, as if we weren't already. Hey, oh my goodness gracious, I got good news. Congratulations to Morgan Castor, the first poster of the day.
Nice.
Look at that.
Hi, Morgan.
Morgan is in early. Got some girl power up front. Mary Stucker Hall.
I like it.
Yeah. More girl power. Jay Hobbs.
Oh. He'll get you back to that later.
I'm just kidding. Of course, Vicky has got 3 bacons today. We might have a talk with her. I'm worried about her.
Why?
I mean, just 3 bacons.
Bacon.
So there's 3. Then Brian. Look at Brian coming in with his trophies. Yeah, as he should. So welcome into the show. Justin Clarkson checking in too. Good morning, Justin.
Good morning.
Yeah, so we're rocking and rolling on a Tuesday. Hopefully everybody survived all the fireworks from 4th of July weekend. It was, we had fireworks, and then we had fireworks from Mother Nature too, with all that lightning and rain we got.
Goodness gracious, just when you think that the days are just long and hot, these crazy storms pop up later in the day. That's scary.
I know, just like, so yesterday I worked all day, and then I was working on the camper a little bit last night because we're going out next week with it, and so I was like, okay, I'll mow the yard here in just a little bit.
Oh, so silly.
Yeah. And then my yard, for whatever reason, decided it's time for a growth spurt. So I'm getting to the point I may have to bail that stuff before too long. So
I have a new puppy, and she is little, and she needs the grass cut because when the grass is tall, she has a hard time getting, it's like she has to pounce more than normal.
Mm-hmm.
But we got the yard cut, and so she's happy girl now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vicky says Jana has an echo. Well, really, maybe that's an echo from your part. I don't know. We'll have to look and see. And Jay says, tell us about how you almost pooped your pants again. Okay. All right. During the fireworks. Okay. Yeah. I'll share that here in a second. So
awesome.
By the way,
adjustment to my sound, or is it you?
It may be me. You may have to check yours in a minute. I don't know. We'll figure this thing out. So by the way, we got to make it official. You're Bacon in the Mailbox weather forecast: thunderstorms and 90 today. Partly cloudy, 70 tonight, and a few clouds and 91 for your high on Wednesday. And it'll be another hot one. Looks like Thursday and Friday as well. As far as sports go, still none.
Working on it.
Getting closer.
Wait, now I just heard my own echo.
Did you?
I think you messed me up, Greg. All this new fancy equipment you got.
I didn't do anything. I mean,
it's not affecting his voice, folks.
Did you hear mine the last show we did with the whole? I sounded like I had a major lisp the entire time. So I got all that. I got all that fixed. So my plan, by the way, today is tomorrow is Chamber of Commerce luncheon day. So today's planning day for the chamber, and so we produce all that and get that all together. So I'm in the office today working on that, and then I've got some other things. So I had to be in here early today, or my goal was to go back home and do the show and then come back to the office. But
you even have a collar on your shirt.
I do. I have regular pants on.
Wow.
Yeah. So I may actually have to wash some pants for once. That's kind of crazy. So, yeah, the deal is this. So Saturday, Founders Day fireworks, which, by the way, if you did not go see the fireworks, you missed out. They were just absolutely breathtaking.
The accolades are rolling for that fireworks.
As it should. Dustin Shepard and Jeff Mann do a great job producing that. I heard great things about Vine Grove's fireworks, heard great things about Radcliffe's, and then everybody's talking about E-Town and the Founders Day fireworks and how they love the new location over there by ECTC because more people, it seems, they got to be able to see it, and the radio stations jumped in and help synchronize the music to the fireworks, and so. Was a hot day, setting up all that 2,200 shells, 325 racks. I mean, we're talking these tubes were, the 6-inch tubes were just
incredible.
It was crazy. So fast forward to Saturday night, we go to set up because I'm gonna do the fireworks live on Facebook for the city of E-Town and on Kentucky's Heartland. I had 4 cameras set up, one of them pointed directly at the fireworks themselves so you could see them coming out of the tubes. And we were probably 100 yards, maybe 200 yards from ground zero. Yeah. Okay. Nobody was any closer to the fireworks than me. I'm standing right next to Jeff Mann, who is firing them through the computer system. So when these things take off, it was legit. They were just going.
The ground shakes and your teeth rattle.
Yeah, I had not been that close to fireworks like that before.
Wow.
And I mean, and you feel them taking off, and you're like, wow, that's crazy. So about 3/4 the way through the show, I want to say it may have been a 5-inch shell, because the biggest they had was 6, and that's normally at Freeman Lake you have 4-inch shells.
Right.
These were 6s, so a 5-inch shell in a tube. They don't know, it malfunctioned, whatever, and you're always going to have a malfunctioning firework here or there.
Right.
It exploded in the tube, and those racks are, they're all screwed together, bolted together, and that thing exploded. And I mean, wood shavings went everywhere, and I felt this thing, and I'm going, that's not supposed to happen. So I look over at.
You have to use the fire extinguisher and all that jazz.
Oh no. But by the way, Dustin's in here too. I just saw he said morning pops. So Dustin's in here. So when it goes off, the first thing I do is I look to Dustin and I look to Jeff Mann, because if neither one of them are running, neither am I.
That is a very good strategy.
If the person hitting the button doesn't run, you're pretty good.
And they didn't run. No.
So it just was a malfunction firework, and they have safety in place. All those things are bolted together, so that's why they do all that stuff. So, but yeah, it was, and yeah, I almost had my kindergarten accident all over again.
It's going to happen eventually, and you'll have to tell us.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'll do.
Do you know why you'll have to tell us? Do you know what one of my little Hokie holidays? So I've had this app on my phone for years. It's called like the Hokie holiday of the day or whatever. Uh-huh. One of the Hokie holidays for today is Tell the Truth Day. So you'll have to tell the truth if you ever have a kindergarten accident again.
I mean, I guess technically I would. I would do that.
You wouldn't be able to keep from it. You'd be like, you all are never going to believe.
Yeah. It's also Macaroni Day.
Oh.
But it doesn't say anything about cheese or anything.
We had macaroni and cheese for 4th of July.
Did you? Good mac and cheese?
We did have mac and cheese.
I mean, good mac and cheese.
It's like homemade mac and cheese. Like it's a food group. Like it's a staple for any holiday, birthday, a random Sunday.
Yeah.
We do a lot of it's a family thing. Hey, did you watch Hamilton?
I did not. I'm going to. So let's just say one of our sons had a date, and his girlfriend, they're both, she loves Hamilton, he loves Hamilton, so we let them have the theater room to watch Hamilton on I guess was it Thursday? Friday. So we let them watch it on Friday, and we were going to watch it upstairs, but I said, why would I want to watch it? That's how spoiled people are, I'd say that myself. I don't want to watch it on this little TV. I want to watch it downstairs with a surround sound. So, but I didn't.
Okay, well,
I will.
Talk about it after, but it just gave me the love of Hamilton all over again. I saw it live, and I wasn't sure. Here's the thing. I saw it at the Kentucky Center last year, and so as much as I loved it there, a part of me was like, I wonder if that really was the Broadway experience. And after watching the stream that was filmed in a real theater with the original cast, I feel like I so got my money's worth and my time seeing it. I mean, I was blown away at how everything was exactly the same. And the performances, some of the performances that we saw in Louisville were even just as good or maybe even better than the original cast. So I came away so in love with it all over again and excited about I will go. I'll watch it with you. Let me know.
I'm not a huge musical person. Like the greatest I know, like The Greatest Showman. When The Greatest Showman came out on DVD or on Netflix or whatever it was, we watched it, and I didn't know it was a musical.
Oh.
And so all of a sudden we start watching this thing, and he starts singing. I'm like, oh no! It's one of those singing shows. Yeah, but it was good. Hey, looking back here, Amy Powers, Dustin said, by the way, it was a 6-inch shell that went off, so it was a big one. And then Amy Powers said the last year they did a big show at their house, one of the tubes fell over and shot directly at the house. She goes, now we do them at Woohoo's.
Move the locale.
Yeah, and then as you were talking about mac and cheese, Morgan Castor brings up the fact, Piggy Mac. Have we talked about Piggy Mac before?
Piggy Mac?
Yeah, have you ever had Piggy Mac?
I don't know what you were speaking of. Sorry.
All right, then I'm going to change your world. So, Tennessee Titans game. We go down to one of the games, and there was a lady a couple of rows in front of us had this like plate of something, a bowl of something. It was mac and cheese, and we're all just kind of staring at it. And one guy next to us asked her, he said, hey, what's that? She goes, it's Piggy Mac. He's like, what's Piggy Mac? She goes, it's mac and cheese with pulled pork on top of it with barbecue sauce and bacon bits.
Oh, my. Do you make that now, or do you just get it when you go to the Titan game?
So we immediately, and at halftime, went over there to get some, but they were already sold out. So a couple games later, the next home game, we got there early and went and got Piggy Mac. And I'm telling you, I about cried.
It changed your world. Well, you need to take me to a Titans game, and I'll try it too.
Yeah, we do it here too. I think I can make some good Piggy Mac. But yeah.
All right, sounds great.
Hey, speaking of Piggy Mac and bacon, Stith Family Farms, thank you for being a sponsor of Bacon in Your Mailbox, stithfamilyfarms.com. Also,
they can bring some piggy to the mat.
Yeah. Brian Dennis said he tried to order from Stith Family Farms and they were sold out. So, I mean, that's just part of being that's what happens when you're part of the show. Brian Dennis at the Award Center. I'm sure he sells out of medals all the time because of the show.
All the time. They're so good.
We know for a fact Amazing Glazing Donuts runs out of donuts just about every day.
Oh, my God. The other day I drove, maybe it was Friday morning, I can't remember, but I was like, every day is like a holiday at the donut shop.
Got it going on. Bluegrass Cellular, I'm sure Bluegrass Cellular runs out of cell phones quite often too because of us, but that's all right. Marnie says she's not a big musical fan either, but Hamilton's an exception. So
I agree with her 100%.
I'll watch it. Let's see, what else is it? Oh, today is Global Forgiveness Day, so I'll forgive you for being mean to me, Jana.
Okay, well, so I know that was a stretch.
It says it's Chocolate Day.
Listen, I saw that too, but I just think if it was Chocolate Day, I would have heard about it.
I know.
in some other place. But that's okay. We'll celebrate it today and on any other random day that someone wants to celebrate chocolate day.
I mean, it could be National Chocolate Day, International Chocolate Day, but Chocolate
But
Day.
my macaroni.
Yeah, this one was started by the Confectioners Association, so it's a made up one.
I was going to say because that's every Monday to them or every Tuesday.
Jay Hobbs says, "I bet Brian sells out quicker than you give them out."
Jay is on it today.
Yeah, he is. He's on it.
I agree, Amy. Amy says every day is chocolate day. I agree.
It is. So some say chocolate from the New World, mostly Mexico, was introduced to Europe on this date in 1550. That is why it's Chocolate Day.
Well, there you go.
So I guess, if you haven't had breakfast yet, you could have Cocoa Puffs or Cocoa Krispies or
cookie. What's it called? Cocoa cookie. What did you say? Cookie Crisp.
Cookie Crisp.
Cocoa Pebbles is what makes this.
Cocoa Pebbles. Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say.
You could have hot chocolate.
Absolutely. Just have some good coffee.
Do they make chocolate cream filled donuts?
I don't know. They have chocolate on the outside of a lot of them.
Yeah. Jay says, "Call me a girl again."
Oh, too funny.
Love it. Around here, I could celebrate today, but you know what? I think we're out. We have Yoo-Hoos in the office.
Ooh.
So, because that's the thing, they drink LaCroix, which is.
I love how the face you make when you say the word LaCroix.
Joe Bennett from the Eric and Joe Show calls it garbage water. So that's kind of what we go with.
Consider the source. I like some LaCroix, to be honest.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. And I think Yoo-Hoo, what did you just call it? Oh, look at you. Yoo-Hoo, I think it's like weird chocolate water.
It's not a chocolate milk. It's a chocolate drink.
It's a chocolate chalky water.
It's a chocolate drink. Now, so around the joke became that I said, well, you know what? You get LaCroix. When can a man get a Yoo-Hoo around here? So the next thing you know, I kept saying it so much that they ordered it and it was here. But Kroger didn't have the glass bottles or the cans. At that time, they only had the little snack boxes.
Oh.
The little bitty ones.
Yes, which you put a little straw in.
So Joe Bennett and I, one day in the office, were sitting at our desk, talking and drinking one out of the box. So Kenny Rambo from the office walks by and goes, "New company rule. That's the only Yoo-Hoos that we get are those in the juice box," because that's funny. And so that's all they ever order is those.
That's
so
funny.
Maybe I'll have those. So I have a story too about chocolate milk.
What is it?
So the 3rd ESC, 3rd Expeditionary Sustainment Command, that used to be at Fort Knox, now at Fort Bragg, when they were in Haiti on the humanitarian mission, when I was with Quixie, I was there for 2 weeks. Lived there, slept there, ate there, breathed there, worked there with them all. I mean, literally for that 3 weeks that I was around, I was in the Army.
Right.
So we ate MREs. That's all we had. That's all we had. We were out there in the field, the airport at Port-au-Prince.
Yep.
And so one day somebody, and every day for dinner, we would go and sit outside the runway and watch the humanitarian planes land.
Oh.
And bringing supplies and stuff. Because we were at the airport. I mean, we were literally right there.
Right.
So one day, a buddy goes, "Hey, I'll meet you guys over there." And then they had that what is it? The heat pasteurized milk. You know, you don't have to. That stuff wasn't great, but it was chocolate milk nonetheless.
Right.
So he says, "Hey, I'll meet you guys at the airfield for dinner. I got something special tonight."
Okay.
I was excited all day. So that night he shows up, pulls up in the Jeep, brings out a box, and in that box are frozen chocolate milks.
Oh.
And we're like, because it's like 90 degrees all the time over there.
Yeah.
So cut the top off. We're eating these things. Taste just like a Wendy's Frosty. And we're like, finally somebody asked the question. They said, where in the world did you find a place to get this frozen milk? He said, oh, it was easy. We're like, where? And he says, you really want to know? And we're like, sure. The morgue.
Why?
He took them over because, unfortunately, it was after the earthquake, and there were a lot of bodies being found, and they had a cooler over there, and somehow a couple of I never drank that stuff again.
Oh my gosh!
But
That's
anyway,
not what I expected him to say. Did you really expect him to say the corner gas station behind the beer walk-in?
I didn't know what to expect, but that's what I got.
Wow.
So when I came back, and then when the unit came back a few months later, I said, I will meet you guys at the welcome home ceremony, and I will have chocolate milk for us all to cheer and celebrate you guys coming home.
That's very fun.
Well, I was in a hurry, so I grabbed Yoo-Hoos. And I had them in a cooler, had them iced down. They were cold. So we get there, and everybody's like, hugging their families and all that. Then they come over, and I was like, welcome home. Let's celebrate with some chocolate milk. And I opened the cooler up, and they looked at me, looked down, looked back at me. They're like, that's a chocolate drink. That's not a chocolate milk.
It's true.
Yeah, but Yoo-Hoos are good. So. Today is also National Dive Bar Day.
Oh, now a few of those are open. You just have to space out. Be safe.
Yeah, I haven't been to a dive bar in forever.
There's somebody has a country song right now that's called Dive Bar.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who that is. I only know the old stuff.
Somebody will know. Who has Dive Bar?
Is that Garth Brooks?
Vibration. It's I'll think of it as soon as the show is over.
Yeah.
As soon as it's over, I'll know.
Or I can just Google it and find out.
Wait, it might be Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks? I don't know.
Yes.
Yes.
He's got a song called Dive Bar. There you
go.
So thank you, Google, for fixing that deal.
Thank you, Google.
Yeah. So it's also.
Now other people knew who it was too. I just couldn't think of it.
Yeah. It's National Strawberry Sundae Day. Not really a Strawberry Sundae fan.
You're not a Strawberry Sundae fan?
Not really.
It's probably not my favorite, but I will tell you, good strawberries, are so yummy with vanilla ice cream. So I guess that's the Strawberry Sundae.
Okay, now it's different. Okay, yeah. I'm good with that. Yeah. Now, strawberry homemade ice cream with real strawberries in it.
That's some good stuff.
That's a summer staple.
You like peach or strawberry better?
My gosh, boy, that's like telling me to pick one of my kids.
Well, we won't tell or strawberry which one you don't pick.
I'll take peach.
I think I would too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Chick-fil-A's peach milkshakes.
Are they back?
I don't know. I haven't had one in a while.
I think they're seasonal. Someone may have to check me.
But it has to be now, right? It's summer season.
Right.
Has to be.
Has to be.
If Jim Long was watching today, he'd know that. Yeah.
Deuster's strawberry ice cream is phenomenal. Well, because it's from Deuster's.
Right.
Phenomenal.
How is Dewey not sponsoring this show yet?
How?
I mean, well, he gets more free plugs than.
It's because we all know where the good stuff comes from.
Right. So.
Right.
So somebody needs to.
We like our local yummy.
Yeah. Somebody send this to Dewey. We'll give you a 10% commission.
Okay. What's 10% of nothing, Greg?
I don't know. I don't have my calculator in front of me. I have to figure that out.
I'm not really good at math. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I have a good little holiday for today.
Okay.
It's father and daughter take a walk day.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
listen, so you can grab some chocolate milk or a yoo-hoo if you must, and take a walk. Fathers, take a walk with your daughters today. And then you'll have to go home and cool off because it's really hot.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
Boy, that rain we got on Sunday night, man, it was hot on Saturday and then on Sunday.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, all right, this is a little too much for me. So we played cards in the camper for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we came outside and we saw it clouded up. I packed the camper up and I got 1 mile from camp heading home on Bacon Creek Road. And it all let loose. Boy, that was that's not fun.
So do you leave the camper or do you haul the camper to and fro?
The camper stays over there most of the time, but because since we're going out next week, I brought it home and you clean it up and do some different stuff. I don't mean to leave it over there all the time, but it's sometimes easy just to go over there and chill out in it and come back. So
is it hard? Is it hard to drive with it?
Not really. Now in the rain and stuff, yeah. And then in traffic it is but it's not because it's hard to drive, it's because people are idiots. That's why. Because if they see a diesel dually and a fifth wheel coming down the road, they don't want to get behind you.
Right.
And so when they pull out in front of you,
so they get crazy.
That's a lot of weight to try to slow down.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then on expressways and stuff, people dodge in and out of you. I mean, I can go as fast as they want me to go.
Huh.
My truck can pull it, not a problem. My truck actually drives better with the camper on it than it does without it.
Wow.
It likes that weight.
Push it down, maybe?
It just likes it. It's like, feed me.
Like
yeah. Manly.
Marriage. So, I have a new driver at my house. Just turned 16. Logging the hours, right? So, spent a couple of weeks going the back way to everywhere, so we could get anywhere in town without having to get on the bypass. Well, we've stepped up our game a little, and now we're on 62. We're on Ring Road. We're on the bypass. Gosh, I need a break in the passenger side floorboard.
Your right foot is super sore every time you get out of there, isn't it?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. What? All right. Are they a center line hugger or the outside hugger?
So I even asked yesterday, if you're going to move to the right-hand lane on the bypass, does that make you nervous? Like, would you rather stay? And this is what he says, so cool, right? He goes, a lane's a lane. It's like, whatever.
You teach that kid better than that, Jana.
I know, right? Or he got to drive when we were in Arkansas at my dad's house, and it's farmland, right? And so he kept having to pass these great big tractors, and I think that taught him to not worry, because he kept having to swerve a little, and I think it kind of got him used to not being concerned with who was passing. So he really does kind of stay in the middle.
Can't be a fast lane Freddy.
No.
I have a hard time with fast lane Freddys.
Fast lane Freddy.
Yeah.
People who go fast in the wrong lane or the right lane?
Oh, no, fast lane Freddies. Fast lane Freddies are people that get in the fast lane, the passing lane, and they just stay there.
Yeah.
No, they just stay there. That's for passing. You don't stay in that lane. They just keep driving. They figure, well, I'm
in anticipation of a left-hand turn. So it was like when you get over in that lane, because you have to turn at the stoplight up ahead of you, does that make you nervous to drive in that lane? So that was how that.
Oh, okay.
We never encourage driving in the. Let's be clear.
Okay, I just want to make sure. All right, I'm just checking it.
No.
All right, so just wait till he drives himself for the first time, without you. Oof.
Not ready, Freddie. Freddie.
I will tell you, that has been the worst. I couldn't imagine what my parents did and other parents did. Like, we have Live 360.
Right.
Where you can track your kids, know where they are. I know if he's driving fast, and before anybody says, well, that's kind of rough. No, I pay the insurance. He lives underneath my house. I pay he don't live under my house. He lives under my roof. He doesn't live under the house. He has a room.
You do let him live in the house.
Yes, he lives in. He doesn't live under.
Rental of you. That's so
I know.
sweet.
I know.
Goodness.
Such a nice guy. All right. So so you wait for that, boy. Oof, that's tough. Yeah.
Oh no.
All right. So my battery's getting low. I do have one story I wanted to share though. Here's something you probably never thought about. The pandemic face mask rules are killing the sales of lipstick. Lipstick sales are expected to fall around 11% this year.
Well, that's not me. You know why? Because I just get my lipstick all over my mask.
So you keep wearing your lipstick?
I just forget, and then I go. I'm in the car, and my lips are dry, and I put some on, and I'm like, well, that was silly. I'm going to put a mask on to go in here to do whatever. So I just don't keep up with it.
I think it would balance out though, because for people that aren't buying lipstick, they're buying more eyeliner because you got to make your eyes pop, right?
You would think, but I just don't. I don't know. I forget. I'll tell you what I think is interesting is at first when I started wearing a mask, I had a hard time recognizing people. And now I've gotten more used to it. So when I see people, whether it's in the grocery or if I'm out at a restaurant, because I do go out, I just wear my mask until I get to my spot. Now I can recognize people. So I think I'm paying more attention to people's eyes than I ever have.
Yep. I agree. I focus more on people.
Yep.
So CVS has announced that they're adding a men's makeup section in their stores as that fashion trend.
It's about time. Come on over. No.
No. Look, here's the truth. I don't even want the funeral director adding color to my cheeks. What you see is what you get. Don't put any makeup on me. You know, I don't want. I don't want people looking at him at that time going, oh, he looks so good. He looks so great. No, I want them to say he looks dead. I don't want any makeup because there was one time years ago when I did the country video show. We used to do Coyotes Country.
Yeah.
And one time at Coyotes Music and Dance Hall, they set us in chairs and started putting makeup on us. And I'm going, no, this will never happen again. This is it. I didn't realize that was part of the deal.
Oh.
Yeah. After that, no, ever.
No, too much.
Yeah. No.
Well, I understand.
Yeah. All right. I was just checking. I thought Giselle was getting ready to say that her husband wore makeup, but no, she didn't. All right, we're good.
No, she didn't. Men makeup. Kim says no such thing as men makeup.
There isn't. There shouldn't be.
There isn't.
No, I can't do it. You know, all natural.
You're just saying that Alex grosses out because she's got foundation and bronzer on her mask. But now Giselle's fancy that way. Like she wears makeup and looks presentable every day. Sometimes I just skip half of it anyway, so I don't really have a problem with that. But I'm glad to know it happens to other women for sure.
Look, I don't want to do that because if I do, then you set the standard that people expect you to look that way all the time. I ain't got time for that. People like, you could color that in. No.
That's funny. That's so funny. I did see a cool pink mask the other day that I want on someone. Like I almost stopped them. You stop people and go, cute shirt, where'd you get that? Well, the new greeting is, love your mask. Where'd you get that?
All right, so
for a while, they may as well be a fashion statement.
Yeah, and I think
wear them.
Yeah, I need to find me a pretty fancy one. I haven't yet. So
I'll send you a UK one.
No, I'm good. Brian Dennis says, Jay Hobbs, Greg has a I love me wall in his basement. I think he has decided to keep them all for himself, all the medals. There's this metal talk going back and forth. You people are going to be shocked.
Yourself, so you just want to hang them up.
Yeah, you people just wait. You're going to be shocked. All right, so getting into the bacon bit segment for today. These are some things you need to. I was telling Brad Richardson about the bacon bit segment today, so he may be watching, hopefully, because you never know on the golf course.
Listen, so bacon bits are little tidbits that you need to hang on to. Use them later over conversation, or if you're picking out mascara at the CVS, or if you're sharing some homemade strawberry ice cream from Boosters like we don't have. But bacon bits are just little tidbits of knowledge that I find fascinating.
Yep. I find some of them fascinating. Some of them are just filling time. So it's estimated.
Truth Day. Thanks, Greg.
It is estimated that it takes 2,000 frowns to cause one wrinkle.
I thought smiling caused wrinkles. That was always my excuse.
I had a lot of frowns.
Listen, count them.
Did you know that every odd number that exists has the letter E in it?
Every odd number.
1,
3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. About as far as I can go.
All right, you'll have to Google that and keep going later today.
Listen, that sounds like something that could keep my kids busy for at least 5 or 10 minutes. That's a good bacon bit.
Yeah, see? Dig into that one. Approximately 97% of the vegetable varieties that were grown in 1900 no longer exist.
I wonder what they were.
Well, think about it. We had different tomatoes then. We had different types of squash, different type of...
Oh, they were just different varieties of what we have.
Yep, the vegetable varieties grown in 1900. So, of the 12 people who have walked on the moon, 11 were Boy Scouts.
Well, that's a testament to being a scout.
There you go. Get on that.
Wonder which one failed their medal test. I mean, that odd man out.
Yeah, he probably feels pretty bad about that now. I'd say.
Probably feeling like he.
Hey, do you ever say woot woot?
Sometimes.
Okay. Do you know what that means?
Whoop whoop.
Okay. You know what that means?
I don't know. You just make me do it. Now you're going to make fun of me.
So, the triumph expression woot is actually short for we own the other team.
Interesting.
You're supposed to. I'm gonna go.
Woot. Is it woot woot or is it whoop whoop?
It's woot.
I think I'm a whooper.
Ah.
Woot. I don't think I say
woot
woot.
Woot woot.
I think I say whoop whoop.
Okay. And I got to fact check this one. I got to do a little more research on this one. This one seems so impossible, but maybe it is. A New Yorker could dine out in town every night of their life and never eat at the same place twice.
Gosh, I almost believe it. Think about it.
That's a lot.
Well, I don't know. Every night for your whole life. It would probably depend on the radius. It would probably depend on what was considered.
Or maybe it's the rotation too. Maybe some restaurants stay open so long, so you would be eating at a different restaurant.
That's a very scientific approach to that little bacon bit.
There you go. Just never know.
I think it just means that there are a lot of restaurants.
That there are.
All
right. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Bacon in Your Mailbox. Thank you to Stith Family Farms, the Award Center, Amazing Glazing Donuts, and Bluegrass Cellular for being our sponsor today. And thanks for everybody contributing and giving me crap today. Man.
Listen, it's just like any other day. Ken says there's 26,697 restaurants in New York City.
It's a lot of restaurants. Wow, that's crazy.
Let's start visiting them one by one. We'll do reviews. Okay, well, thanks for fitting me in today. I know you got a lot going on.
Well, Oh, Kristen Parrott's asking where am I? I'm actually in my office. Or not in my office. My office is right over there. I'm in the Kentucky's Heartland studio. So, that's where I'm at.
Downtown.
Downtown E-Town. There you go.
Where everything wonderful comes from.
That's where it's out. All right. She is Jana Clark, community admirer. I'm Greg Milby, community storyteller. And we look forward to seeing you on Thursday for another fabulous episode of Bacon in Your Mailbox.
Thanks, everyone, for watching. Bye, y'all.